Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello students, in simple equations, till now we have studied what are variables. Variables are the quantities which are not fixed. And then we have studied what are constants. Constants are the quantities which are fixed, such as 1, 2, minus 5, 3 upon 2, like this. All these quantities are fixed. So these are constants. And after studying constants, we have seen what are expressions. So expressions are formed when we apply operations like addition, multiplication, subtraction, division on variables. Then expressions are formed. And after studying expression, we have studied what are equations. Equations are basically conditions on variables. And one most important thing, equation will always have an equality sign, which will imply that left hand side of the equation is equal to right hand side of the equation. And after studying equation, we have seen how to convert statements into equations, or how to write equation for a given statement. We have seen this, and we have done many questions based on this also. And after that, we have studied how to write statement for a given equation, or how to write a statement which represents the given equation. We have done many questions based on all these things. And then we have seen how to solve the equation using hit and trial method or trial and error method. In this method, we just randomly select any number and try to substitute that number in the equation and check whether it is satisfying the equation or not. If it satisfies, then we conclude that it is the solution of the equation. Otherwise, we go for the next number. And then we do the same procedure again and again until and unless we get the number which satisfies the equation, or which is the solution of the equation. So now in this video, we are going to learn how to solve the equations. How we can solve the equation algebraically, not by using trial and error method. Now let's consider one numerical equation. Let's say we are having 9 minus 3 is equal to 4 plus 2. Now here LHS is 9 minus 3, which is 6. And what is RHS here? RHS is also 4 plus 2, which is 6. Now here LHS and RHS both are equal. Then we can say that the given equation here is balanced equation. Now what if we add a same quantity on both the sides of the equation? Let's try it out. So we have 9 minus 3 is equal to 4 plus 2. Now which quantity should we add on the both the sides? Let's add 6 on both the sides. Now what we will get from here? LHS will be 9 minus 3, which is 6, plus 6 gives us 12. And RHS is 4 plus 2, 6, and 6 plus 6 gives us 12 again. Now here also LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore again we can say this equation is still a balanced equation. So what we can conclude from here? If we add a same quantity on both the sides of the balanced equation, the equation will remain balanced. Now let's try something else. Let's take one more equation. We are having 5 plus 2 is equal to 9 minus 2. Here LHS is 5 plus 2, which is equal to 7. And what is RHS here? RHS is 9 minus 2, which is 7 again. Here LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, we can say that the equation here is balanced equation. Now, in the last example, what we did, we added a same quantity on both the sides of the balanced equation. Now this time, let's subtract the same quantity from both the sides of the equation. We have 5 plus 2 is equal to 9 minus 2. Let's subtract 4 from both the sides. We can subtract any other number also, but we have to subtract the same number from both the sides. So we are subtracting 4 from both the sides here. 7 plus 2 minus 4. This is the LHS. And this will be equal to 7. So here LHS is 5 plus 2 minus 4. So this will be equal to 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 minus 4 will give us 3. And RHS here is 9 minus 2 minus 4. 9 minus 2 is 7 and 7 minus 4 gives us 3. Now again we are getting LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore the equation is still balanced equation. Hence from here we can conclude by subtracting same quantity from both the sides of balanced equality, or we can say by subtracting same quantity from both the sides of balanced equation gives us a balanced equation only. Or when we subtract same quantity from both the sides of the equation remains balanced only. So till now we have seen, if we add same quantity on both the sides of balanced equation, it remains balanced, and if we subtract same quantity from both the sides of balanced equality or balanced equation, the equation remains balanced only. Now let's try something new. Now let's say we are having 8 minus 3 is equal to 2 plus 3. Now what if we multiply both the sides with the same quantity? First let's check whether this equality or whether this equation is balanced or not. So here LHS is 8 minus 3, which is 5, and RHS is 2 plus 3. What is 2 plus 3? It is again 5. So we got LHS is equal to RHS. Hence we can say the given equation is balanced equation. Now let's multiply both the sides with the same quantity. So let's multiply it with 2. Let's multiply 2 with 8 minus 3 and 2 with 2 plus 3. So what we will get from here, what will be LHS? LHS will be 2 into 8 minus 3, and 8 minus 3 is 5. So we will get 2 into 5, which gives us 10. And what will be RHS? RHS will be 2 into 2 plus 3. And what is 2 plus 3? It is 5 only. So 2 into 5 gives us 10. So we got LHS is equal to RHS again. Hence we can say the equation is still balanced equation. Now from here we can conclude, if we multiply both the sides of balanced equality or balanced equation, the equation remains balanced only. Now let's see for division. Let's consider an equation 10 plus 2 is equal to 6 plus 6. Now here LHS is 10 plus 2, which is 12, and RHS is 6 plus 6, which is 12 again. So we can say the equation we are having here is balanced equation. Now what if we divide both the sides with the same quantity? Now let's divide both the sides of equation with same quantity. Let's divide them with 4. So we will get 10 plus 2 divided by 4 is equal to 6 plus 6 divided by 4. Now let's check whether the equation is still balanced or not. So we have 10 plus 2 divided by 4, which gives us 12 divided by 4. So LHS will become 3 and RHS will be 6 plus 6, that is 12, divided by 4 gives us 3 again. So here also we have LHS is equal to RHS. Hence we can say the equation is still balanced. So now here we have seen if we divide both the sides of balanced equation with same quantity, the equation will remain balanced only. So till now we have seen if we add or we subtract or multiply or divide both the sides of same quantity, both the sides of equation with same quantity, the equation will remain balanced only. So till now we were adding, subtracting, multiplying or dividing both the side with same quantity only. Now let's try something else. Let's take an equation which is 8 minus 3 is equal to 1 plus 4. Now let's try to add different quantities on both the sides. First let's check whether the equation we have taken is balanced or not. So here LHS is equal to 8 minus 3, which is 5, and RHS is equal to 1 plus 4, which is 5 again. So here the equation is balanced equation. Now what we are trying to do, we are trying to add two different quantities on both the sides of the equation. Let's add 2 on the LHS. So we will get 8 minus 3 plus 2, and here let's add 5 on the RHS. So we will get 1 plus 4 plus 5. Now let's check whether the equation is balanced or not. So here we will have 8 minus 3, which gives us 5, and 5 plus 2 will give us 7. So LHS is 7, and what is RHS? Here it is 1 plus 4, it is 5, and 5 plus 5 gives us 10. So LHS is 7, RHS is 10, and they are not equal. Hence we can say the given equation is unbalanced. In fact, we can say this is not even an equation. This is not equation. So what we have seen here, if we are adding two different quantities on both the sides of balanced equation, it becomes unbalanced. In fact, it does not even remains equation. Will it be same for subtraction, multiplication and division? Yes, it is same for all the operations. We have to do it with same quantity. Whatever we are doing, we have to use the same quantity on both the sides. If we will take different quantities, the equation will be unbalanced. The equation will not remain balanced equation. So till now we have seen that if we add, subtract, multiply or divide both the sides with same quantity of balanced equation, the equation remains balanced. All these things we have seen for numerical equation only. That is, on left hand side also we had one numerical, and on right hand side also we had one numerical only. There were no variables. Now what if variables are also included in the equation? Does all these conclusions remain same? Yes, they will remain same only, because variables are also ultimately a number only. Suppose let's take an example. We are having 4x is equal to 2x plus 2x. Now let's add 1 on both the sides. So we will get 4x plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 2x plus 1. So from here we can get LHS as 4x plus 1, and RHS will be 2x plus 2x, which is 4x, and then plus 1. So it will be 4x plus 1. So LHS is equal to RHS. The equation is balanced. Hence all these conclusions are true for equations including variables also. The thing is, whatever we are doing, we have to do on the both the sides of the equation. The equation will remain balanced by doing that. Now let's see one very good example of balanced equation. A balanced equation is like a weighing balance with equal weights in the two pans. So here we are having a weighing balance in which both the pans are having equal weight. This is an example of balanced equation. Now if we put equal weights on both the sides, will it be balanced? Yes, it will remain balanced only. Now what if we take equal weights from both the pans? Will it still remain balanced? Yes, it will still remain balanced only. As we have seen in the case of balanced equations, when we were adding two equal quantities on both the sides, the equation remained balanced only. And when we subtracted same quantities from both the sides of the equation remains balanced only. Now what if we add 2 kg on the left pan and 4 kg on the right pan? Will it remain balanced? No. This time it is not balanced now, because weight on both the pans will be different, as we have added only 2 kg here on the left pan, but on the right pan we have added 4 kg. So it is not balanced in this case. Now the thing is, why we have studied all these things? Are they going to help us in solving equations? Let's try it. Let's take an equation which is x plus 5 is equal to say 20. Now here x plus 5 is equal to 20. This is the equation given to us. We have to find value of x. For that we have to get rid of this plus 5 here, which is written with x. So what we can do for that, we can subtract 5 from both the sides of the equation. So what we are going to do, subtracting 5 from both the sides. Now this gives us x plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 20 minus 5. Now plus 5 and minus 5 will be cancelled out. Now here we are left with x. Now this x is equal to 20 minus 5, and that is equal to 15. So the value of x we got from here is 15. Now the thing is this value a solution of the equation? How can we check that? Let's substitute x equal to 15 in the given equation and let's check what we are getting. So we will get 15 plus 5 is equal to 20. Now what is 15 plus 5? This is 20 only. So what we are getting, LHS we are getting as 20, which is equal to RHS. Hence x equal to 15 is a solution of the given equation. So what we did here, let's summarize this. We had an equation x plus 5 is equal to 20. What we did, we just simply subtracted 5 from both the sides of the equation. So this gives us x is equal to 15. So this is how we can find solution of equations algebraically. Now let's consider one more example. Say we are having x minus 6 is equal to 10. Now here we have to find the value of x. So what should we do for that? We have to get rid of this minus 6 which is written with x. For that we can do addition of plus 6 on both the sides of the equation. So add 6 on both the sides of the equation. So let's add it. We will get x minus 6 plus 6 is equal to 10 plus 6. Now what is x minus 6 plus 6? Minus 6 and plus 6 we can cancel out. Now we are left with x is equal to 10 plus 6, which is 16. Therefore the value of x, or the solution of this equation, is x is equal to 16. Now let's check whether it is true or not. Let's substitute this value of x in the given equation. So it will become 16 minus 6 is equal to 10. Now what will be LHS? LHS will be equal to 16 minus 6, which is 10, and this is equal to RHS. Hence x equal to 16 is the solution of the given equation. Now let's see one more example. Let's say we are having 2x plus 5 is equal to 21. Now we have to find value of x from here. First, let's get rid of this plus 5 written with 2x. For that, what we are going to do? We are going to do subtracting 5 from both the sides. Now what we will get by doing this? We will get 2x minus 5 or 2x plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 21 minus 5. So plus 5 and minus 5 will be cancelled out. Now we are left with 2x is equal to 21 minus 5, which is 16. Now we have to get rid of this 2 written with x. What we can do for that? We can divide both the sides with 2. So dividing both the sides by 2. Now this will give us 2x upon 2 is equal to 16 upon 2. Now 2x upon 2, we can cancel this 2 with this 2. We will get x is equal to 16 upon 2, which is 8. So the value of x we are getting from here is 8. X equal to 8 is the solution of this equation. This is how we are solving the equations now. Let's see one more example. Let's take x upon 2 plus 24 is equal to 6. Now what should we do to solve this equation? First, let's get rid of this 24. For that, what we have to do? We have to subtract 24 from both the sides of the equation. So what we are doing? Subtracting 24 from both the sides. Now this gives us x upon 2 plus 24 minus 24 is equal to 6 minus 24. Plus 24 minus 24 will be cancelled out. Now we are left with x upon 2 is equal to 6 minus 24, which is minus of 18. Now here we are having x upon 2 is equal to minus 18. Is it solved? Do we have value of x now? No, we don't have now. So what we are going to do for that? We have to get rid of this 2 which is written here in the denominator. And how we can do that? Let's multiply both the sides with same number, and that number is 2. Multiply both the sides with 2. So this gives us x upon 2 into 2 is equal to minus 18 into 2. Now by simplifying this, we can cancel 2 with 2 here. So we will get x is equal to minus 18 into 2, which is minus of 36. So the value of x we are getting from here is minus 36. So we have solved this equation and we got the value of x as minus 36. Now if we have tried this question with trial and error method, would it be possible to get the value of x? No. It would have been very difficult to get the value of x using trial and error method. That's why we solve the equations algebraically. Now let's see one more question. Here we have to solve these two equations. The first equation is 3n plus 7 is equal to 25. 3n plus 7 is equal to 25. Now by solving this equation means we have to find the value of n which will satisfy this equation. So what we are going to do for that? Here we have 3n plus 7 and we need value of n. First let's get rid of this 7. What we will do for that? subtracting 7 from both the sides. This will give us 3n plus 7 minus 7 is equal to 25 minus 7. Now plus 7 and minus 7 will be cancelled out. Now we are left with 3n is equal to 25 minus 7, which is 18. Are we done? No. We still don't have value of n. So what should we do for that? Here we have 3n and here we have 18. Now we have to get rid of this 3 here. So let's divide both the sides with 3. By dividing both the sides with 3, what we will get? We will get 3n divided by 3 is equal to 18 divided by 3. Now from here this 3 will be get cancelled out with this 3. Now we are left with n is equal to 18 upon 3, which is 6. So the final value of n which we are getting is n is equal to 6. Therefore solution of the first equation is n is equal to 6. Now let's solve the second equation. The second equation is 2p minus 1 is equal to 23. Now we have to find the value of p from here. First, let's get rid of this minus 1. How we can do that? By adding 1 on both the sides. Whatever we have to do on both the sides of the equation. Then only our equation will remain balanced. So now by adding 1 on both the sides, we will get 2p minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 23 plus 1. Now minus 1 and plus 1 will be cancelled out. Now we are left with 2p is equal to 23 plus 1, which is 24. Now are we done? No, still we have to do something else. Here we have value of 2p is equal to 24, but we need value of p. For that we have to get rid of this 2 which is multiplied with p here. How we can do that? By dividing both the sides with the same number. And what should be that number? That number will be 2, because we have to get rid of this 2. So we will get 2p divided by 2 is equal to 24 divided by 2. Now by simplifying this, we can cancel this 2 with this 2 and we are left with p is equal to 24 divided by 2. This gives us value of p as 12. Therefore the final value of p or the solution of the equation is p is equal to 12. Now let's take one more example. Let's say we are having 2m plus 3 is equal to minus 15. Now from here we have to find the value of m. For that first we have to get rid of this plus 3. And how we can do that? By subtracting a same quantity from both the sides, and that quantity will be 3. By doing that, what we are going to get? We will get 2m plus 3 minus 3 is equal to minus 15 minus 3. Now plus 3 and minus 3 will be cancelled out. We are left with 2m is equal to minus 15 minus 3 is equal to minus 18. Now from here, how to get value of m? What should we do for that? Let's divide both the sides with 2. Now by dividing both the sides with 2, what we will get? We will get 2m divided by 2 is equal to minus 18 divided by 2. Now by simplifying this, we can cancel this 2 with this 2 we will get m is equal to minus 18 divided by 2. And what is minus 18 divided by 2? It is minus 9. Therefore, the solution of this equation will be m is equal to minus 9. So in this video we have learned how to solve equations algebraically. Basically we have learned whatever we have to do, whichever operation we have to apply on both the sides of the equation with the same quantity, with the same number. If we are adding, we have to add on both the sides of the equation and we have to add the same quantity. If we are subtracting, we have to subtract from both the sides of the equation and we have to subtract the same number from both the sides. If we are multiplying, if we are dividing, we have to use the same thing only. We have to use the same number and we have to use the same operation on both the sides of the equation. By doing this, we can get the values of the variables, or we can solve the equations given to us. That's all for this video. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos like this.